All right. We have survived the holidays. Somebody, if you can remember, tell me what happened last time. Does anyone remember what y'all did last time?
I believe
Um,
we finally made our way through the junk heap to Roem's hideout,
mhm.
and we decided to go shopping. And while we were shopping, we were ambushed by a whole bunch of jerks. So we
Yep.
killed them because obviously, not cool. And when we finished killing them, we realized that there was more killing happening back in the hideout. So we have to go
Yep.
do more killing.
Yep. So y'all have made it to Scrap Heap Point, which should be the map y'all are on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So y'all got to Scrap Heap Point. Yeah, you saw that it's a junk pile, and despite the fact that on this map you can see the Corvette, in reality the Corvette is very much mostly buried under the pile. So there are tunnels underneath here where this one is, and underneath between this yellow ship and the Corvette. Um, and then there are multiple alcoves that are kind of tucked into this pile of junk, and they have like iron meshes covered in fake junk to hide where y'all have parked. So y'all are parked in two of those alcoves since you have two ships. And halfway through the night, after doing some shopping, or seeing the Isotech uh, exhibit floor, basically, where they deal with all of their customers and kind of getting everyone off your ships and letting everyone stretch their legs and stuff, a bunch of Jawas showed up, and y'all went shopping in the third alcove, which was over here by number 6 and number 5. And those Jawas were not Jawas. They were all Yayar clan goons, and this one particular homie, uh, whose nickname was Too Low, and y'all proceeded to kick him off of the skiff, and he went plummeting into the lake below.
Because we never let a named NPC live.
It's a thing. At least y'all still got your survivors and Harsal and Kurtala currently, maybe, because as soon as you finish your fighting, you realize that you hear shooting over here, you hear shooting across the way, and down the tunnels from the alcove that you're in, you hear more shooting. So there was talk on running back to your ships, but you hadn't decided on anything. Where do you go?
Holy crap, I think I hear shooting. We should probably get back there.
Back to our ships.
Yeah, or to save the people that are being shot at, probably.
And make sure they don't destroy our ships.
Yes.
I'm in.
Back to
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I want the record to show that Harsal and Kurtala were still in the main Corvette. Okay. Which ship do you go to first? Your ship or the beat up Night Flyer?
Well, and it's kind of a big area, so you said the shooting is coming from
So
where?
remember the alcoves are like the ends of tunnels, basically. There are 3 tunnels that come to various different connections, but if you walk down the tunnels, it comes to this alcove, which is where y'all are currently parked. So you're in the third alcove. So behind you right now is an opening out over the lake. Ahead of you is a long tunnel that's going to come to kind of a Y section. And if you turn left, it's going to take you to the Corvette. If you turn right, you would follow the tunnels and they would fork again. And one of them would take you to the Night Flyer and one would take you to the Cheeky Minok. So the shooting that you hear right now, you are not able to tell if it is in the Corvette or at your ships or what, because they're both down you're in a single tunnel right now until you get to the fork.
Okay, I would say we just go running down the tunnel then, and then, whichever direction we're hearing shooting come from, or we'll make a decision on that.
Okay.
I'm on Tali's heels with my gun drawn.
Okay.
Mhm.
And a grenade in my other hand.
That does make sense. Sorry, I'm coughing. You get to the fork, and you can hear footsteps and stuff faintly down the right tunnel, which leads to your ships, but you do hear shooting down the left tunnel, which leads to the Corvette hideout.
Well, the whole reason we came here was to get paid, and we're not gonna get paid if those people are dead.
Yeah, so let's just go where the shooting is.
Carefully.
I'm
It's like
sorry, real
my
quick,
life
out of
motto.
character.
Yep.
Didn't we already get paid?
You
Did
got,
they give us a payment?
You got
Oh,
like a
shit.
down payment, remember?
Down payment. Gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
Because remember, there's the one guy with cybernetic eyes who's kind of acting as Riome's like agent, and told you Riome's gonna be here like tomorrow or the next day. Riome's the one that's gonna pay you, but he basically gave you money in kind of like the hopes that while you were here waiting on the rest of your money, you would maybe
Spend it.
in their shop, basically, kind of thing.
Gotcha. So it's like a casino. They give us freebies just so we
Mhm.
spend more money. All right.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yes, y'all did get some credits.
But they still owe us money. So Tally is still correct. We need our payment.
Okay. All right, let's move you to a new map. We're gonna take you inside the Corvette now. Give me a marching order. Let's go to a blank map real quick. Show biome. Y'all are on the big empty map with all the tokens.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a marching order. I want to know who's up front, what you're doing, whether you're trying to take it slow and easy, or whether you're charging in to jump in the fray.
Where's the front?
Let's be running to the left. So the front is the leftmost character.
I was on Tally's heels.
Okay, that works. I just wanted to make sure I brought
I'm
the
assuming
tokens
we're
over.
still all wounded up and whatnot from the last time.
The last fight literally just ended. Like this,
Yeah.
y'all
Just wanted to
spent
make
like
sure.
a minute and
'Cause
a
I'm-
half since you kicked that guy into the lake.
I am in.
I don't know about
Not
you
the best
guys,
shape.
but I'm totally good. Like, super good.
Coda, do you want
maybe
to
I
say
go here.
something to-
Oh no.
Alright, so this
Ooh.
map's kind of big, and it's not the best representation because I just grabbed the best Corvette map I could. So, like, it's not an accurate depiction of a base built at the bottom of a scrap heap, but it'll work for now.
Good enough for me.
Nice.
And then we got Zamira up front. So y'all are actually going to come into this passageway right here. And keep in mind that you're not necessarily this far in. I'm just getting you. Can y'all see where I put you?
Yes.
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Yep.
So
Kodo said he was in the back though, right?
I just didn't want to be near the front because
he's
I'm-
dying.
So Tally move up to the
Yeah.
middle there and Kodo move back one.
beep.
There we go.
All right. So this is at the point that you get to the actual door. We got your tokens in the hallway, but I just want to give you the description as you come into the door. So as you come into the door, obviously the sound of shooting is getting louder and louder. You come into this door, and directly ahead of you, you're going to see a pair of the battle droids that came with you from Chogana, and they're kind of hunkering down behind what you remember last time you were in here. There's like 3 turbo lifts that are in the center of the ship. They would go up to the other floors if the other floors were useful. And they're kind of taking cover and shooting off at something that you can't see. Obviously, y'all can see tokens from here. But you have those two guys shooting, and then you can see laser fire coming from both directions, which leads you to believe that there are more people hunkered down back this way shooting, and then whatever everyone is shooting at is this way.
I didn't see either of the arrows for this way or this way.
Based on where battle droids are shooting, good guys right, bad guys left.
Copy.
What do you do?
Probably roll initiative.
Okay, I just didn't know if y'all would turn around and being like, fuck that noise.
Should
I
we
mean, I
just
kind of want to, but I guess I'm here.
Well, I guess it really goes down to what Zamira does because she's at the front.
I
If
run
she
in.
doesn't turn around to look, then it doesn't matter what we do.
Okay, let's roll initiative at the point that Zamira gets to the end of that there hallway. I'll put you right there, hun. We're gonna roll initiative, and then I'll give you some descriptions on.
Should
on
we
who's
roll
down there.
Destiny?
Yeah, we should probably do all those things we suck so much at. Let me clear that third Destiny pool. You take 6 weeks off from playing, and you act like you forgot the system. The Destiny pool has been cleared. Everyone roll Destiny. Looking good so far. Kodo actually rolled good dice.
Yay.
Let's see, we got Corey Wolfhard, we got Tally, Zamira, and Kodo, and we no longer have a Sam, so shabam, that's everybody. Somebody roll a D100. We're going to put the blank space since we no longer have Sam's obligation weighing against you. The blank space is 80 to 100. So, okay, well, I guess that means Corey Wolfhart gains 1 strain.
That's my first time.
There you go. But yes, let's get them initiatives too.
Would this be vigilant since we're like running in?
So y'all are going to know that you're coming into a fight, so I'll let you roll cool. These other guys were technically in an
Nice,
initiative
Tolly.
order already, but I'm gonna.
I
Zamira,
appreciate you rolling that 5. I'll put it to good use.
Hun, you had a purple die in your initiative for some reason, so clear that out
Hmm.
and reroll. Let's see how many bad guys I got here. Some of those are good guys. We'll figure it out. Okay, we'll see if this tracker puts up with my shit by putting some G's in there since I can't actually rename the things. So PC turn is first. Zamira, the description you got your 2 battle droids there firing. Let me get to the GM layer here. Every once in a while you see an Aquilish guy over here. He's hunkered down behind a kind of desk basically, and he oh wait, no, that's not the desk, that's a room. So he leans out from behind a wall and shoots down the corridor. You got another guy way down here that's doing the same, so keep in mind that you would be charging into line of fire. We got a bad guy down here. See this guy?
Which one's the bad guys?
Everybody on the left. The Rhodians and Trandoshans and stuff.
So, like, the guys right in front of me?
No, those are the battle droids you brought with you from Cholgana.
I can't tell the difference.
All of these guys over here are bad guys.
Okay.
You don't forget
Including the
you
dead
can
one.
like zoom in and out and stuff based on map size. The dead one's a broken battle droid, but yes. What do you do, hun?
My turn first?
You can go first if you want.
I will. Everyone's kind of far down the hall, huh?
Yep.
Like-
It is important to note that there's a door right next to Tally, by the way. I don't know if y'all can see the little
Ooh.
doors and stuff.
Corey, did you give everyone a bomb too?
Everyone should have one grenade.
Just double checking.
Quick, everyone throw all the grenades.
That sounds pretty good.
Let's wait till we're out of the hallway first, though. Move out of the hallway, then throw the grenades.
Look at you suddenly planning things with grenades.
Yeah, who are you?
Someone who wants to live long enough to use the rest of my grenades.
So, just
Mira, if you want to hang off. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I just wanted to like be transparent here. Remember, y'all were in this ship before and have been in these offices, so like Tally, you would know that you could go in here and come out this door or that door. You didn't fully explore everything in here, but remember y'all kind of hung out in a couple of break rooms before heading into the what you call it, the showroom. The showroom is the far right hand side of the map, which is like the hangar in the general use of the ship. The engines are
Okay.
to the left, the showroom is to the right, and all of these are where Isotech has set up their little offices and stuff.
Do these things, like, that's next to the battle droid, like, provide cover at all?
Yeah, those are floor to ceiling. They're like elevators, and so you can walk fully around it, but the door is on the top side. But if that's what the battle droids are doing right now, despite the fact that they're stuck to the grid, they are both like taking cover behind that thing and shooting down the hallway to the left.
It's up to you, Zamira, but if you want to hold off on your turn, I can also move. I'm just going to be moving for most of my turn because I'm going to go through that door.
Sure, go for
So
it.
either way, unless you want to just go ahead
Let her
and do
go
it.
first and kill
Yeah,
someone.
that's fine with me too. Either way.
Could I make it to the first bad guy if I, like, ran?
This guy, he's gonna be medium distance from you, so you could use a maneuver, taking a strain, and then attack.
Sure.
Okay. Remember when y'all were fighting out on the skiffs, the Trandoshans favored like bigger rifles and vibro weapons like you got. So you can see him taking cover right now, but you don't know which weapon he's wielding. But you can totally get your butt up there.
Okay.
That sounds like a GM warning.
I mean,
Should I not?
No, go for it.
Nice.
You need some purples in there, honey buns.
Oh.
Oops.
Just roll a single purple.
I like it without the purples.
It is a much
Yeah,
easier
me
game
too.
if there's no challenge. Okay, so 3 successes and an advantage. Which means you're going to do 3, 4, 5, 6 plus how much from your feral strength?
I think it's 2.
So like 8 damage to that guy, ignoring 2 soak. Let me try erase board here because I'm being lazy tonight instead of doing stuff in roll 20. Okay, that guy has taken some damages.
Pew pew.
Pew pew. He's going to turn around and attempt to knife you right back. You do not have defense armor, right? Sam was the only one that had the
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it
setback
was
die.
just Sam.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
What did he get that defense from? Was it his like
He
plates?
the armor that you pick, like basically if you don't go super crazy with money when you start the game, you have a choice between an armor with 2 soak or an armor with 1 soak and 1 defense.
Right. I
And,
was asking if it was built into him or if he was
Oh.
wearing it.
uh,
For future reference.
I don't remember.
No worries.
This guy misses you, but he has an advantage, so he's gonna pass a boost along. And PC turn.
Tolly, why don't you go ahead and clear out?
I'm gonna do what I want. And I want to move, but not because you told me to. So
Makes sense.
I meant just go first.
I'll go in the door, and if I like peer through the door here, can I still have a pretty good line of shot on this guy, right? I'm not gonna accidentally hit Zamira.
So you're saying if you run all the way up to the door, can you shoot that guy?
Shoot this guy.
It's gonna
Medium
be
distance, right?
close.
Oh.
It's gonna be close because remember he's kind of hunkered down behind that thing, but based on where Zamira put her token, I'm gonna say she's not directly up against the wall.
Okay.
So I'm not saying it's gonna add any more difficulty to the shot, but if you really fuck up, just keep that in mind.
Is it 2 purples then?
It is
Or-
currently.
I can't tell if it's close or medium.
We're gonna call it short range.
Okay.
Also, there's totally a Twi'lek in here.
Hmm?
There's
And
totally a
her name is
Twi'lek in here.
Tally.
It's
Bam.
me.
Nope. Somebody ducking and covering and hiding from the shooting.
Looks like you though.
I have to look around the map because I zoomed in so I could see everything better.
She's
All
like
Twi'leks look the same.
she's like 5 feet
Wow.
from you, like
Oh.
on the floor,
Literally
hands
in
over
the
her
same
head.
room.
It's literally right there next to me. I'm not zoomed in that far. I just didn't see it at first. 'Cause
It
I had
was
my,
hidden. He had to reveal it. That's why you didn't see it at first.
Roll for the shootings. There you
The
go.
shootings have been rolled.
Let's see. She did 8 damage, which ignored 2. Okay, yeah, you murdered that guy.
Woo!
Yay! I'll pass that little advantage right along.
That's
And,
what we do.
I'm gonna. I don't know if it's like not really a maneuver action, but like a. Can I just make
Don't
sure
be
this?
in the doorway.
Can I just make sure this person is okay? And I'm like crouched behind the door.
She doesn't look like she's wounded or anything. It looks like shooting started and she didn't want to get in the middle of it, but rather than trying to run and escape, she kind of hunkered down. Again, map is not the bestest representation, but she's kind of hunkered down in. This is like a living quarters almost.
Yeah, okay.
She's like between a couple of beds or something, just hands over the head, middle school earthquake drill style against the wall.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. Cool, that ends my turn.
Okay, NPCs are gonna go, and this guy right here is gonna step out from behind this turbo lift, and he's gonna take a shot at Miss Zamira. And it's gonna be close range, so only one purple. Oh, he's got a bush die too. Okay, well he doesn't hit, but he has a crap load of advantages. I should open up my advantage minting thing. He's gonna pass a boost along. And is setback a thing that I can do? Remind me, Steven. Or do I have to
I'd
hit?
have to look it up. It's been 6 weeks. I don't know any of the rules. I'll look it up.
Okay. He
I
shoots.
think you can.
It.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think you can just do stuff like you make them drop their weapon for the next round, stuff like that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure off the top of my head if I had to hit her to do that though. So Zamira, a bolt slams into the turbo lift like right above your head, just missing you, and this little guy ducks back behind the next turbo lift, and he's gonna pass some boosts along.
2 advantage can add a setback to the targeted character's next check.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pass a boost along, and I'm gonna put a setback on your next check, hon. And PC turn.
All right. How far
Yeah,
can I
hurry.
move with just 2 maneuvers? Could I get like to this door, but going through both doors, or all 3 doors?
I would let you get into the next room, but not all the way to the door of the next room.
Well, that's all I'm doing then. Into the next room, like there.
Yeah, so I would give you about 5 to 10 more feet. However, the moment you come running into this room, you notice a Rhodian in here, taking cover in the door frame.
Oh shit.
Not an angry Rhodian, a happy Rhodian.
Oh yeah, which side is he on?
Does he have a gun out?
He has a gun out, and he's like, in much the same way that Tali is doing the lean against the wall, get ready to shoot out the door frame, he is doing the lean against the wall, get ready to take his turn shooting out the door.
Dang.
This would be an opposition forces Rhodian.
All right, so I get through the door and I step this way then, and I chuck my grenade.
Okay.
Can you do
And that means I have to take a strain for the second maneuver.
Ah.
Okay.
So 1 strain, and let me find my grenade. See if it actually works this time.
You're only gonna kill one person
No, it won't work.
with your grenade? Why don't you?
I have plenty of grenades, all right?
Uh-huh. It's just a reflex, right? Just get rid of the grenade as soon as you see a bad guy.
It was in my hand.
Uh-huh.
Should
1 purple, right?
Yeah, 1 purple. Sweet mother of God.
All right, so let me
Couple
get
ammo.
back to my grenade to look at the stats again. That is 8 damage. Blast 6, but blast doesn't matter on this. So that should be 10, or each success counts for 1, so that should be 11 damage, right?
Okay. Yeah. 8 plus 1 for each success, unless grenades are drastically different, because I haven't really looked at grenades.
And then I will force the target to drop his weapon. Using my 3 advantage.
Okay.
And that's it, I end my turn.
Okay. Yep. So you walk in the room and you're up. You round the corner and you see a dude, and he does not immediately notice you because he's doing the like getting ready to take his shot at Zamira kind of maneuver. And you're like, oh well, this is easy. And you sidestep about 5 feet, pull the pin, and chuck it right about the time he turns around, and the blast kind of throws him up against the wall and knocks his gun out of his hand.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Kablamo.
PC turn.
Oh, I guess that's it's probably me, huh?
Yep. Wait, there's another PC?
There shouldn't be.
It's just the
Oh,
one that was
Zamira
from
double
earlier.
rolled.
Mhm.
Oh.
Well, then
Just
I'm
the
gonna
0,
use
0.
I'm gonna
It's the
use the
ghost of
0,
Sam.
0 slot for the good guys, and I'm gonna delete one of these NPCs that I have to keep track of.
You
And I'm
told
just
me to roll again.
yeah, but I forgot to delete it.
So it's still my turn or no?
Yeah, it's still your turn. I totally blanked that I asked Zamira to re-roll, but I did not delete the first roll because I was counting how many rolls I needed to make.
So I guess how far can I get? Can I get it as far as Wolfheart over here?
It takes 2 maneuvers to get that far. You can get all the way to this door, all the way to this hallway, or all the way to Tally's door. So you can basically move one room. So whether you want that to be down the hallway or through this room or through this room.
My ultimate goal is to get like how do I do king? Whatever.
Your ultimate goal is what?
I want to get there. I know it's gonna take time. But I want to
Okay.
get
Keep in mind that there's a wall right here.
Oh, is that a wall? Oh, okay. Then I won't get there. Because I'd have to run outside for that. And that
Right.
wouldn't
You
work
would
out.
you would literally need to run through all of the bad guys to get to this closet. But
Well, that's not cool.
you can get down this way on the right-hand side of the map and do some really long-range, hard-to-hit shots, but it would also be hard to hit you. Or you can get more in the mid-range of the fight where obviously it's going to be
These
easier to
guys
shoot.
aren't bad guys.
Nope, those are the droids that came with you from Tolgana, and
Okay.
they're fighting off these guys.
So then,
Steven,
yeah,
I'm terrible, but I forgot to tell you something.
I should probably go there if I can.
What did my
Well, that's-
character forget to know?
When you dashed through the hallway, you totally saw transition. That guy.
And I yelled, "Ah!" as I went in the next door.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Where are you going, Rick?
Ideally, I want to go there, but I would do it by running through this room.
Okay, so not trying to like guide your hand or anything, but you could totally run to this door and get a shot this turn and then move there next turn, or you could do that
Which
and
door?
then the top door. Let me get my I know it's a big map, guys. You see this door? This one stretch here?
Yeah, hold on. I'm zooming out. I don't see any indicator on here.
Other people can see my arrow, right?
Am I the only one who
No.
can't see the arrow?
What general direction is it?
Oh, there
now
we
I
go.
see it.
I
There's
see
an
it
arrow.
all
I
right
was
now.
on the wrong layer because I forgot that
Ah.
Yeah, you were.
there's for some stupid reason, if the GM is on the GM layer and uses the pointing tools, Roll20 does not show it to the players. Which,
Mm.
why would
It-
you be pointing if you?
It's so you can count without the players knowing you're counting.
Yeah, well,
Anyway.
fuck them.
Darn you with your facts and logic.
You can run here and then shoot from that doorway down this way somewhere.
I guess that makes sense.
But
Okay.
you could
Where are
also
you trying
just.
to go, Kodo?
He wants to hang out next
Ultimately,
to the Aqualish.
Yeah, I want to get over here and be like pew pew from
They're not
far
bad
away.
guys though. Oh.
Not these guys. I want to be shooting at them,
He wants to
but
join.
from far away
the
because
good
I don't want to
guys.
get hit.
Hmm.
Okay.
So I guess what, I go here?
You can move here, and then like I said, you see this jackass?
Yeah, I'll give it a go.
We're playing the game of, remember, people are behind corners, but they're leaning out to shoot every so often. So you can hunker down behind the door and just wait for him to like peek out and then fire your shot. So go ahead and fire your shot. It is a long range shot.
How many dice is
That's 3, I believe, right?
3 purple?
Going once.
Seems right to me, but I don't know.
Want to
for sure.
say medium is 2 because short is 1, so long will be 3, and then extreme has its own thing going.
Okay.
Hey,
Kodo always bringing triumphs to the game.
Nice.
Well, it's a hell of a shot, but you do wing him and you do 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damages to him.
Nice.
and
What
I
are
was
you
going
gonna
to
do with
tease
that
you about
triumph?
running away.
Prior to soak, of course. And you can totally still be in the room there, Hoss.
Yay.
What would you like to do with that triumph?
Give it to my it can be a boost, right, for the next person?
There's lots of different things it can be.
You probably want to do a crit with it.
Oh, then fine. Crit.
Okay. Roll a D100. I'm gonna flip through the book to go find a crit chart.
What? It's not an auto kill? Lame.
I thought it'd be more fun if these guys were not just one hit kills.
Kodo, you got screwed.
What's it do?
What?
I rolled a 40.
Yeah, I have to go. I'm flipping to find a chart.
I don't see one in the links either.
And I don't have that printed out in front of me.
A 40. Increases the difficulty of that person's neck check by 1 die.
Oh. I was hoping it would just make them die.
If this was a minion group, it totally would. But since this is
But they're not.
this is the end of the campaign kind of battle-y stuff, I figured I would reduce the number of fights because there's much more fights. Like y'all could go to the Bantha Can and y'all could go to the all 7 locations and have a bunch of minion fights. But instead of that, I said, let's do a big fight and do a big fight thing, and then be able to wrap it up in 2, maybe 3 sessions. So you get harder fights, but you have less annoying fights, if that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Okay. NPC's turn. Let's see here. This is going to be an extreme range shot at the guy that Kodo just shot at. Kodo, to your right, there's a Devorian that's kind of hunkered down way the heck back there. He is going to shoot past you at the same guy that you just shot at.
Nice. Pew, pew.
Yeah, we'll see if he makes it, though.
I mean, I did. Anyone can do that shot.
Holy shit, he made it, even with 4 purple.
See?
He does have a threat, though. Yeah, he's gonna kill the guy you just shot. Shablam. And then he ducks back into cover. Zamira, my love, this guy's gonna come stomping up to you, and he's gonna swing his dagger vibro knife at you. 1 success and no advantages. Let's go figure out how much that does.
You should hit him back with your Verbro axe.
4 damage before soak, hun.
So 0 damage.
Oh, right.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
There is a pew pew of a guy that was totally hiding in this room, and he shoots on down towards the Aqualish, but he misses. I don't know if y'all saw that guy, but I'm too busy rolling dice to ping for you. Up in the upper left, there's a dude hiding in a bedroom.
I see him. I don't know if everyone else does, though.
And the Aqualish is going to fire back at him. Wow, 4 threats and a triumph. I don't think I can use the triumph to crit him since I didn't hit him. I'm gonna be lame and do narrative triumph and say that shot was so close to that guy's head that he's gonna sit his next turn out, hiding in that
no.
room.
Oh no.
No, the good guy triumphed on the bad guy.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, this
I was
guy.
hearing that wrong. I thought you were talking about the guy that was next to me.
Yeah, this guy up here is just shot by the Aqualish guy over here. Didn't hit him, but got so close that he's going to take a moment to think about life in that room and wait for a better shot. And we are going to have battle droids. Let's have a battle droid move up. And a battle droid move up. One's going to shoot at the Trandoshan that is attacking Zamira, and the other one's going to come around this side. We'll move this dead one out of the way. Get over here. That is a short range, 1 purple, some greens. That is a hit on the Trandoshan. And a miss on the Trandoshan. Okay, Trandoshan takes some damages, and it's going to come around back to the top of the order.
Alright, Zamira, you want to take a whack at it?
Sure, I'll try and hit that guy that tried to hit.
He hit you. You just got too much armor. You flexed up on him all good.
1 purple?
1 purple. Oh shit, I totally forgot to use the boost on that other guy. Whatever.
The Verbro axe.
Yeah. Not a ton of damage, but look at that possible critting.
Boost. Yeah, look at all that. Good night.
Would you like to crit him, hun?
Sure.
Would you like to roll a D100 and add 3 from your weapon, and then don't you have a thing that gives you more from your talent tree?
Yeah, let me look it up.
You can also make him drop his weapon with the other 3.
This is true.
Just
If you
throwing that out
don't
there.
murder him.
Murder him first.
You have 1 rank, so it would be plus 40 on your D100 plus 40.
So 43?
What?
They said plus 3 for something else.
Well, it's vicious 3 is each of them are 10, so 10, 20, 30, and then 10 more for your lethal blows for a total of 40. 87. Increase the difficulties of all checks by 1 until the end of the encounter.
That sounds very inconvenient for them.
Also, you did 4 damage, but he has 4 soak. You want to knock his weapon out of his hands, like
Yeah.
Steven suggested? Cool. You take your big ass axe and you whack that guy upside the head, and then you bring it around and using the butt of your the handle, knock the knife, and it goes skittering across the floor. Okay. First NPC is gonna be this guy, I guess, because I'm gonna try to get some damages on Zamira finally. 3 successes and 2 advantages. That is going to be 9 damage before soak. But he does not have enough to critical, so he's going to pass a boost along to his next person.
Okay, I got 4 damage.
Okay, next PC turn.
Tally, Kodo,
All
either of you want to go?
Yes, I would love to. I will shoot this guy at close range, I think.
Okay.
Whew.
That'll do it.
8 damage.
Woo!
10 damage.
10.
8 from the weapon, plus 1 per success.
Cool.
Okay. He is still up, because he's a tough mother, but you did
Okay.
some damages, and he currently does not have his sweet knife anymore.
Okay.
Steven, what are the rules for firing at each other in melee? If you are engaged and you attempt to shoot somebody, is there any rules there?
Yes, let me look it up.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember that I have read that section before. In that case,
It might be a setback, but I'm not sure.
I think there's something like that. But while you look that up, instead of him taking his turn now, I'm gonna have one of the other guys take their turn. So this guy up here is going to kind of scooch down the hallway, shoot at that battle droid up top, and then try to duck into the room where his frightened buddy is. And he's gonna murder that battle droid before ducking in that room. Shabam! Battle droid blows up behind you. PC turn.
Kodo, you go ahead and go, because I gotta look this up.
Oh, okay. Would it make sense for me to like go here? There's a door there, but it looks
There's
really
a
small.
door. It's up to you. You would still have line of sight to shoot this guy, but that's also something you could lean out of the door frame you're in and shoot that guy all the same. So
probably just lean out and shoot the guy. Is it still 3?
it is not,
Use it.
because that guy is only medium range from you.
Okay, 2.
Correct.
Here we go. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Pew.
Capew, 7 damage. Minus his soaks. He's not looking great, but he's still up.
So, like me.
Yeah. Steven, Twitch chat says page 210. It increases difficulty.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. It also says an opponent engaged with the character when he makes a ranged attack may add a bonus, boost to his next brawl or melee check.
Okay.
And ranged light adds 1 difficulty. Ranged heavy adds 2 difficulty.
Okay. That makes sense. So it would add 1 difficulty to him and give 1 boost to Zamira when she attempts to vibro axe.
Correct.
Okay. Thank you, and thank you, Twitch chat.
I don't have my second monitor, so it's a lot harder to look up.
That's fine. I'm juggling like fucking 15 Rhodians, so I appreciate you doing that. PC turn. Which I guess
That's
would
me.
be you.
How wounded is this Rhodian looking next to me?
If you hit him with pretty much anything and don't completely fuck yourself on the rolls, you can probably get him. Like, he took a grenade all up in everything.
All right. Gonna move forward just a little bit, get a clearer shot,
Okay.
and then I'll shoot him in the face.
Okay.
1 purple, right?
Yes.
Just barely shoot him in the face.
You say just barely, but that's still 9. Which actually is 1 more than you needed.
Yeah, but like 4 yet.
Wow.
That's true, but I'm just saying, like, the base damage on your and Tali's weapons is amazing.
They were expensive though.
Yeah. That was 8, 9, soak is 4, so 5. Yep.
And then can I finish my maneuver by going here without opening the door?
The door's open because he was already, like, firing from that door jam in the fight before y'all got here.
Would that be too far though?
No. That is within your maneuver. I'm not sure of the Edge of the Empire rules on, like, move, shoot, move, but I'm super
I should look that
lazy,
up.
and I'm, coming from a D&D world, and it makes more narrative, like, action final battle for you to just be, like, hauling across the room and shoot him as you run. Just keep in mind that there is a moment where you and this guy definitely make eye contact.
Which guy? The guy right in front of the door?
Yeah, hunkering
Gotcha.
down behind
Yeah.
the turbo lift.
That's okay. Eye contact is fine. I just go, ah, and go back behind the door.
Okay.
I look as cowardly as possible, which is not hard to do.
Okay. I forgot which NPCs have gone. That guy went. No, that guy didn't go. I skipped him while you were looking it up. Zamira, the Trandoshan next to you, is going to unholster his pistol and attempt to shoot you with it, even though you are axing all up in his physace. So he gets another purple. And the boost from the other jackass. 1 success and 1 threat. What does his pistol damage? 6. 7 damage before soak. But he's going to have a setback on his next action. You have a boost on your next action.
Okay.
I feel like this guy went. I forgot because I was reading. We're skipping this guy's turn. That guy's dead. Kodo from down the hall to your right, the Devorian steps out and attempts to shoot. It is now long range to the Trandoshan, so that is 3 purples. 2 failures and 2 advantages. He's going to pass a boost off to the next person to go, which will be the Aqualish. But the Aqualish is going to go, and he cannot see nobody. He can run to this side and shoot, and so we will give him that boost. That makes the most sense. However, we're looking at at medium range, 2 purples. Dude, both of these NPCs have rolled triumphs now. 2 successes and a
Woohoo!
triumph. So that is gonna murder this guy. Shabam. And then he ducks back behind a wall. And that brings it around to the guy whose turn is getting skipped. Battle droid. Battle droid does not have anyone, so he's going to run here and try to shoot at that Rhodian behind the turbo lift. And he's going to miss. And it's going to be the top of the order, but we have a couple of things that's going to happen. In the form of more fucking assholes coming down the hallway. I'm going to just use these tokens for my own sake. Zamira, you can see more guys coming in the far hallway up here.
Okay. Are these guys in the room?
Yep.
Do they have like the door open or something, or what?
The door is open. You don't technically know they're in there. You hear the shooting over there, but you're not sure where it's coming from because this elevator would have blocked the line of sight, so you would not have seen the fire. You would not have seen the guy run and hide in that room, but you do know that there's laser fire coming from that direction. So.
Okay, but I see the guy that's running down the hall.
Yes, you see at least 2 more Rhodians coming in the far side of the ship.
Okay, run down the hall.
Okay. If you want to use a strain, you can get there and attack them this round. Which would allow you to get to them as they get to the door. If you don't do that this round, they might be able to make it to the doors and move through the other rooms.
No, I'll take this train.
Jesus. Well, you missed the guy. What would you like to do with all them advantages?
Wait,
Can she use them to hit the guy?
Unfortunately not.
can I scare the guy behind him and he run away the other way?
It was the most fearsome miss you've ever seen.
I mean, to be fair, if I run into a room and someone swings an axe and narrowly misses my head, that might make me want to turn around.
This is a true statement. I'm looking at the chart to see if there's anything for you, hon.
Can I like pass boosts on or anything?
You can spend 1 to pass a boost to the next player or 2 to pass boost to any player. I don't see why you couldn't just, since you have 6 of them, pass boost to a one boost die to each ally. Right? That works, guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
Boost for
I like
everyone.
that. Mm-hmm.
Okay. NPC turn. It's gonna be this guy at the turbo lift. He peeks around the corner and Zamira is no longer there, so he's gonna try to shoot through this doorway. Oh, there's a battle droid. Stand by. He shoots at the battle droid instead of at Steven.
Haha. Sucker.
So he shoots at the battle droid, 3 successes, and kills the battle droid. And then he's going to actually open this door and jump in this room instead.
Aw, loser.
PC turn.
I'll go
Okay,
if
I
you
was gonna
don't
say.
mind.
Yeah, go ahead.
Are both of these doors open?
Yes.
I'm
And
gonna
then-
chuck a grenade in between those two.
Okie dokie. What's the rules on the difficulty there?
It's whatever range it is. It is short range, right?
Yeah, that's the distance of one room. I might have you step out into the hallway to make your throw, but you can get within short without anything crazy.
That's fine. I wasn't gonna do a maneuver anyway, so.
Okay.
There we go.
Translate that into numbers for me.
That is a hit. Sorry, I gotta go through all the pages of my character sheet here.
Yep.
8 damage, blast 6.
So,
I threw it in the middle and wasn't targeting either of them, which means they actually both take 6 instead of 8.
Okay.
So I believe the successes still count for blast, though.
That is an interesting thing that you can go look up, because I don't care
Yeah,
enough
I'll
right
look
now.
it up.
I'm going to give them both 6. You tell me if I need to change it.
Sounds good. As soon as I
NPC
can.
turn. So we're going to have this guy come out. He doesn't... Oh, wait, no, you just totally grenaded that guy. He's going to lean out and not see anything immediately, and he's going to use the rest of his movement to slink off this way.
What a punk.
PC turn.
All right, Kodo, you want to go or you want me to?
You can go.
It's us back to back anyway, so.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna head this direction. And how far can I get without having to use a maneuver to move?
You can get to
if I'm
this
headed-
corner.
Okay, that's what I'll do. I'll go to this corner and then I'll try to shoot medium range, I think, to this guy.
Yeah, so they're technically
not.
at the edge of the map, so we'll call it medium range.
Oh.
Once they get... If they come any closer, once they pass the doors, they'll be short range for you.
Okay, yeah.
So medium right now, but they're probably very quickly going to be in short.
Cool, and I think I get a boost from whatever
You-
was going on there.
You do get a boost.
From the Pyroax thing.
Steven, you would have had a boost on your grenade, by the way.
Oh, I forgot about that.
But I don't think that changes anything.
And then I'll
No, doesn't.
wait. That's a success, isn't it?
Right,
Yeah,
but
but
I
it
don't
is
add success
grenade.
to the damage on those.
Okay,
On the
I got you.
blast.
So it doesn't matter. Okay.
If he had hit somebody with a grenade, it would have done. But since he opted for splash damage, then not.
Right.
Okay. And then can I use a maneuver to give myself another boost to aim?
You can use a maneuver to aim. You already used
Oh,
one
wait,
to
then
walk, so that would be
never
a
mind.
strain to aim.
I'll just leave it. That's okay.
But I mean, you don't really have any strain. That is 11 damages.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
Nice shot. I taught her everything she knows.
Okay. And Kodo, you can see Tally butted up against the corner, firing down the hallway across from where y'all came in. You also no longer currently hear shooting off to your left, but there has been several grenade blasts, so you can only assume the worst, considering your party.
Yeah.
And you get a boost.
So
on
could
it.
I just there we go. Could I just get to there?
Yep.
Bam. Is that it, or can I do another thing? I do. Actually,
Well, that's
for all
just
my
your
wounds,
maneuver, so you can still shoot. For all your wounds, what?
I was gonna say, for all my wounds, I actually don't have much strain. So if I needed a strain to do something, I could.
The only thing I would really see you wanting to maneuver to strain right now is take the second maneuver to aim. But up to you.
I'm debating between do I want to shoot or do I want a grenade?
Technically, they're still at medium range. Grenade range is short, so
Oh, okay. Shooting it is.
Shoot this turn. Grenade next turn.
But if grenade was an option, that is always the right option.
Ooh.
Damn, Kodo rolling all the triumphs is.
You still forgot to add your boost.
Oh.
Roll the boost. Just by itself in the dice pool up top.
Nice. Wow.
Well, hot dog.
Okay, so you can hit him for 8, 9, crit him with the triumph, crit again with the 3 advantages, and still have 2 boosts to pass off to a friend. Or use your 2 advantages to pass a boost off to anyone in the order.
Just do all that, and then the next person gets the 2 boosts.
Okay. So
Do I have to roll 2 D100s?
no. So the way
Oh.
crits work, you roll a D100. Any subsequent crits after that doesn't roll a new 100. It adds 10 to the roll. So you would roll a D100 plus 10.
99?
Holy shit.
That's without the plus 10.
Wow.
Right. Just clarification before I go flip over to the crit chart. If you use the 2 advantages separately, you can pass 2 boosts off, but they would only go to the next teammate in the order, which is going to be one of the NPCs over to your right. If you spend them both to give a single boost, you could wait until a human turn was coming around.
Oh. Okay, then
up to
do
you.
that.
Just keep that in mind.
That was maximum boost flexibility, I
Okay.
guess.
Who do you want to hand the boost to? Zamira, Tally, or Wolfheart?
Who's the next? Who wants it, really, I guess? I mean, who wants
Give it to
the boost?
Zamira. She's going.
Samira
next.
it is. So this time when she axes, she can hit him.
All right, you're going to hit this guy with a horrific injury. Randomly roll
Oh, no.
1d10 to determine one of the target's characteristics. Until the critical injury is healed, treat that characteristic as a point lower. 10. Willpower. You lowered this guy's willpower by 1, and you did 6, 7, 8, 9 damage to him.
Literally demoralized him.
Chip. Okay then. I'm gonna have it be his turn, and
And he will just die for no reason.
he's actually going to. He's gonna duck through the side doors and you know, think about life and stuff real quick. So we're gonna have him move about this far. Oh God, Padme jokes. Rodian at the end of the hall is going to shoot, but you guys are clearly taking cover on those corners. So shitbags, goes environments, and all kinds of rules I've been reading about and want to use more, but science, medium range, bam, 1 success but 2 threats. Tally, you are going to take 7 damage before soak.
Okay.
But this guy's going to have a setback as he attempts to follow his friend into the next room. And then allies' turns. Y'all see the Aqualish over here hunker down behind a wall. He doesn't really see anyone to shoots at, so he's going to up to this side of the hall. And the Devorian Rick is going to be running down the hallway back behind you.
Cool.
NPC turn. This jackass is going to step out and shoot down the hallway at Tally at medium range, including his setback. He's only got a single advantage, which he's going to pass a boost off to the guy back here behind Zamira's buddy. And he'll step back into the room. For the final bad guy, he's going to shoot at you, Zamira. That is a short range. 7 damage before soak.
Two damage.
Please note, I just took 7 damage and ended up with 5. So the inverse.
So we're at the top of the order, but I have some exciting news. Things are going to happen real quick, and I probably should have got tokens for this. We might have to do some imagining here. Let me look at my token list. I am the worst, guys. I am sorry. Yeah, we're totally about to just use a fucking IT token for it. Tally, Kodo, you can see this. The center turbo lift, which y'all were totally told were inactive because the top floors of this ship don't have anything on them. They're all crushed and destroyed. The center turbo lift doors open and 3 figures are going to come out. And they are 2 like heavily fucking armed guys from Isotech. They got the Isotech badging and stuff on, and they got like really big blaster rifles. And the third figure, and he's kind of limping, and we're going to use IT3's token for it. The third figure is actually Riom, and he steps out of the hallway, sees you guys over here, sees the Rhodian hightailing it down this way, and those guys are going to start opening fire.
Cavalry has arrived.
Like I said,
Wow.
2 of the guys got big ass rifles. Riom's just got his pistol, and they're all gonna take shots real quick at that jackass.
Don't let Riom die, guys. We need the money.
First one is gonna hit.
If he dies, we'll steal a ship.
7 damage before soak. Second one is 6 damage before soak. But he passed the boost along to the heavily armed guy. And let's see if he murders him. 8, 9, 10 damage before soak. Yep, he did. Pew, pew, pew. 3 shots in the back of a Rhodian, and he slumps down right as he's trying to run around a corner. This guy will have moved to here, and this guy will have moved to here. However, Riom does not move. Actually, let's use some non-Aqualish tokens. Top of the order.
Okay, so grenades, or should we just let them hash it out?
I'm gonna go ahead and delete all the dead tokens just to make things easier, but y'all can totally loot and stuff after the fact.
Just tripping over all the dead bodies.
Let the
Piling
bodies
them up.
hit the floor.
What do you think, Corey? You want to go next? Since you got a guy in front of you, or he's in that room?
Yeah, either me or
wanna-
Zamira.
Oh
Zamira's.
yeah, Zamira's got someone right in front of her too.
Wait, what do I have?
You have someone to kill right next to you.
And you get a boost.
Yes. Is it my turn?
That's what we're
It's-
saying.
It's a PC turn. So.
Yeah.
Ah. Well, I'll try and hit the guy in front of me again.
Okay. One difficulty. Sweet mother of God, all of the criticals.
Whoa.
Can she crit the guy behind him too?
Just cleaves through.
No, because he's actually not engaged with her, which is the range of her weapon. 3, 4, 5 damage. How do you want to spend all those advantages?
Can I crit and give boosts?
Yeah, you can split it up however you want. So you can crit, 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 and still pass one die along, or you can pass multiple dice along and crit once, or pass all dice along and not crit at all.
Do all the crits.
Alright, I'll do all the crits.
Okay, so crits are 2 for you, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, leaving you with 1 if you want to pass a boost along, and that is 1, 2, 3 crits, so a D100 plus 20 plus 30 more plus 10 more, 1D100 plus 60.
Woo.
Kai. 136. Bleeding out. Every round, the target suffers 1 wound and 1 strain at the beginning of their turn. For every 5 wounds they suffer beyond the wound threshold, he suffers 1 additional critical injury.
Oh.
Roll on this chart, suffering the injury. If he suffers this result a second time due to this, roll again. Okay. So we said that was 5 damages. And we got like a blood drop kind of thing here. Yeah, we'll do broken heart. Okay, so this asshole's gonna take a damage and a strain every single turn. And yeah. Just so that I remember to do that, I'll go ahead and take his turn now. He takes 1 damage and 1 strain. He has a blaster, so he attempts to shoot you. However, it adds to the difficulty. And remember, you get a boost on your next attack, Zamira. He's going to hit you for 7 damage before soak, and he's going to pass a boost off to the guy behind him. PC turn.
All right, I'll
Should
go
I-
now. Oh, you want to go?
No, go ahead. I was just gonna think maybe I should roll a grenade into here. What do you think?
Whoever's acting now has 1 boost. Keep that in mind.
Do the grenade. I can't argue
Yeah.
against a grenade.
I know, right? Okay, so I'm gonna creep up to the door and around the corner throw in a grenade. Hey, babe, do you mind just rolling for that for me? Or wait, how I have to be
You
right
roll
next to it.
ranged light.
Yeah.
And it's 1 purple because it's short range.
Yep.
I can do that. Give me 1 second.
Take
My
your time.
grenade doesn't actually work on my sheet anyways.
Oh shit, I
Oh.
cannot do that. Fumbled it.
All right, she can actually
Oh,
she
I
can
forgot
use
to
the
get the boost. Fucking, you just told me too. You literally just said it. I just was looking
Yeah.
at the range light and I forgot to add it.
Roll
Sorry.
a boost because you still might have a possibility of at least not failing. That's not a boost. That's worse. that's worse.
Wrong direction.
Oh my gosh. Sorry.
All right.
All right, she can use the 3 advantage to activate blast, so
Mhm.
it can still take the splash damage.
Oh,
Which
thank
is
goodness.
6.
Which is how much?
6. Yes, 6.
Okay, so they can both take
Oh my
6.
gosh.
I'm assuming soak applies to that.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't use grenades that often, guys.
Whatever, you did some damage. That's the wrong number. Okay, yeah, so you totally chuck your grenade around a corner and duck back around just in time for the blast to go off, and you definitely you feel like you got him.
It rolled a little further than you wanted, but you got a bite on him.
I feel really good about this, guys. I'm sure it killed them. No doubt
It
in my
had a
mind.
kick to it.
NPC turn. The gentleman at the very top of the map is going to go now. And he's going to
He's got nowhere to go.
He's going to shoot
Sorry, I
at
just had this. Just had this like vision in my head of him just being like, you know what? I'm gonna go now, and he just walks away.
He actually fires a single shot off at Zamira, but remember those two heavily armed Isotech guards are down here, so that's totally like a he's running away and shoots over his, like, behind him, even though his friend is down there, and this guy buggers off, and we're gonna go ahead and kick him out the combat.
Does that hallway keep going?
It goes outside. Remember, there's
Gotcha.
tunnels through the scrap to the four entrances.
Yep, that makes sense. Because we came in through one. I got it.
But that is the edge of the ship, effectively. So he's outside, but he's definitely running away, and he missed even with the boost. PC turn.
Now I'll go. I'm going to use my maneuver to plop down and aim and shoot at this guy.
Okay.
If I can actually work my character sheet. There we go.
That hits. 8, 9, 10.
Oh, and did I have a boost too? No, I did not.
Not this round. Last round, everyone had boosts.
Right. My bad. I'll pass a boost off to Kodo.
Yay!
Oh, I did have a boost from aiming.
Oh, yeah,
That's
you
why
totally did.
Ah.
You said
Science.
you plopped down.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay,
So
doesn't do much.
You pass a boost off to Kodo.
Yeah.
Kodo.
Yeah. Feel like I want to do what Tally did, except through that door.
That is a thing you can do.
All right. It says ranged light.
Range light.
Do.
We'll have you chuck it around the door frame.
You're all making me so proud.
I feel like I'm being dumb and don't know this.
You should just be able to click the skill on your sheet.
Cool.
And it's short range, so it's a single purple in your dice
Oh,
pool.
found it. Okay. So, but I do have a boost, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, I passed you a boost.
Okay. So, dun, dun, dun.
It's
Go.
gonna be bam. So successfully hit a guy, which is, you said 8 damage?
8 damage. Yes.
How many advantages to activate the blast?
The blast activates on a hit. If you don't hit, then it takes 3 advantage to activate.
Okay.
Ah.
So 8 damage before soak. However, the blast is enough to actually kill the Trandoshan. Cool.
For the record, I get credit for all grenade kills. Just saying.
This guy is going to... I forgot I didn't ping first. This guy is going to attempt to cut and run like his buddy because he's cornered in this room and can hear Zamira and his friend fighting out there. So he fires off a shot at one of those heavy guards. It's at short range. 6, 7, 8 before soak. Hits a guard and takes off running down the hall. This guy fucking cowers. The guy in the closet hides because, as far as he knows, nobody knows he's in there. And then it is allies' turns. This guy is going to run up this way. This guy is going to run up and post at the corner and see Kodo's down there, so he's just going to post up. And then these guys are going to go. The heavy armed guards are going. And they kill that asshole. Well, the first guy kills that asshole. The second guy is going to step up behind you, Zamira, and shoot the guy that you were attacking. Six, 7, 8 before soak. Doesn't kill him, but definitely hits him. So that sets you up good, hon. And with no one in sight, Riom's not going to charge off to shoot nobody, so he's going to step here next to Tali, and he's going to do the lean around the door frame and fire in at that final Rhodian in there. 6, 7, 8, 9, and well, I didn't say he aimed, so 9. Which kills that guy. Just what he needed. And brings us to the top of the round. So there's one guy alive in front of Zamira, and there is one guy hiding in a closet.
Go, Zamira, go.
Finish.
Yeah, finish
Okay.
too.
I still have a boost.
Riom could have passed you a boost. Yeah.
I think you said before. I don't remember.
I don't remember. And I did not remember to take the blue dot off of you, so I don't know. Fuck it, have 2 boosts. I don't care. Murder this guy. He's bleeding out.
Wait, 2 boosts? I was just asking if I had 1 boost.
Yeah. You definitely have one from Riom. I don't know why you would have thought you had another one, but it doesn't matter. Murder him. Yeah, see, there you go. You killed him anyways. You need to do 5 damage to him when all is said and done. So you did 4, which breaks even with soak. 5, which does 1 damage to him. Your feral strength adds how much?
I think 2.
You did have a boost because he shot at you in melee. Roll another boost die. And get a success on it. Nope. He has 1 hit point left. Oh, no, you ignore 2 soak.
But he loses that hit point at the start of his turn anyways, right?
It's true, but she also ignores 2 soak, so he doesn't have 1 hit point left. He has negative 1 hit point. Boom. You want to crit him anyways? Hun?
I have no idea what you said. You cut out halfway for me.
Oh. You roll a triumph so you can crit. So it would be a crit plus 30, 40,
But he's
50.
dead.
I know. I just giving you a chance to roll a D100 plus 50 and see what you would have got. You would have crippled one of his limbs.
Could I have picked which one?
Yes.
Nice.
It's technically selected by the GM, but I would have let you pick. It's crippled until healed or replaced. Increases the difficulty of any checks that require the use of that limb to use by 1. And we still have a guy hiding in the closet.
Is
We're
a
gonna
head a limb?
I don't believe so.
Damn.
I'm going to go ahead and end combat there, and let's take a quick restroom and water break, and we'll figure out whether y'all want to try to find a guy hiding in the closet or whether you're more interested in chatting up Rio when we get back. But take 10 minutes.
Woohoo!
Sounds good.
Copy.
Bounty hunter is back. But I did tell him 10 minutes, so, you know, whatever.
Yes, hello. I am here.
Hi, Rick!
Hi.
How are you?
Pretty good, especially now that I turned the heat on in the house.
Yeah, I should do that.
I was sitting there and I'm like, it's kind of cold in my room. And I'm like, oh, that's right. I didn't turn the heat on when I came home, so it's like 60. And I also have like the entire house to myself because Danielle and Eric left Tuesday night. And I was like, oh, when are you guys coming back? And they're like, Monday.
Wait, what? You're by yourself?
Yeah. I don't actually know where they went, but they flew somewhere.
Well, I'm sure they're fine. They're grown up.
Yeah. I'm sure they probably told me, oh, hey, we're going to be going to this place, but like, I don't remember what they said.
What place are we going to?
To hell and in a handbasket.
I don't think I'll fit in a handbasket.
But no, I was just saying my roommates, like they just took off. And basically I'm like partially through them being gone for roughly a week.
You don't know where they are?
I know they flew somewhere. I just don't know where they flew to. Like I'm sure they mentioned it to me at some point and I just don't remember.
When I had a roommate, I like never knew where she was. But then I'd come home from school and her boyfriend would be smoking pot on the couch. I didn't like her so much.
I always tried not to talk to my roommates.
I love my roommates. They're great. They also are like people I've been friends with for like 15 years. But they have like had this habit over the past few months. Not so much in December, kind of, but like especially November, they were just gone all the time. And I'm like, guys, like, it's your house. Like, this is the house you guys bought, and I'm in it more than you are. This is ridiculous. And then they're like, no, we're not going anywhere for Christmas. Like, we're staying home. I'm over traveling. And now it's like, oh, first full week of January, and you guys are gone for a week.
That's all right. We got places to be.
Clearly.
Y'all ready
Well,
for some
don't
stuff?
they work like online? Like you can kind of do that from wherever, right?
Yeah, it's true. I mean, as long as they have their laptops, they can work from wherever they have an internet connection.
Hello, I'm
Hey.
here. I'm ready.
Yay.
Well, having thoroughly discussed Rick's roommates, let's go ahead and end this. How about? So remember, I'm lazy and I didn't make a token, so it's IT3 right now. But Riom and his two bodyguards have come down and kind of cleared out. Y'all fought off everyone you could, everyone that you saw here. You still do have the front of the ship, of course, where Kratala and Harstal were. That's where the showroom, like I said, they have offices kind of set up in the containers and stuff in there. But you don't hear any more immediate shooting and fighting down the tunnels. Zamira and Kodo, like off in that way. You don't hear any more fighting out there at the moment. You also don't hear any more shooting within the ship itself. Also, Riom's here.
I poke my head out the door and say, is it safe to come out yet?
You were greeted by the sight of this heavily armored, blaster rifle carrying woman walking down this hallway.
Does she look threatening? Should I shoot her?
She's clearly isotech.
So she does look threatening.
Yeah, but threatening in the way that it's the company that pays you.
Hello, is it safe to come out yet? Anybody?
Y'all not gonna answer?
Bueller?
Sorry, I thought that Rowan would want to answer since he's the closest one.
Yeah, I'm still
Just
in the
from where
hallway.
it's at,
I
like,
just
from my
wanted to
direction.
Ears ringing
see
from a
if,
grenade blast.
since y'all knew who the voice was, I wanted to see if either Zamira or
Okay.
Callie would say anything. And
I think
Rio-
I'm the only one that survived.
Corey, I think we're all clear. You can come out.
Like at all. Like, I think I need to disconnect and reconnect because, like, I'm
Oh,
not hearing anything.
okay, I'm sorry, hon.
Sorry about that. I thought that was like directed towards. Sorry, babe. I didn't know you were directing that towards like our group.
It's alright, I get it. No one likes me.
That's not it. I honestly thought like from where I'm
Like,
at. I
oh,
don't know
this
if
is
I
clearly
could see
going-
like where.
Obviously talking to Riom.
Riom's guys are actively looking for other people. Like they're clearly still in search, clear, shoot, move, communicate, police mode. Riom is wincing heavily, and you notice, like I said, he was limping. So he limped across, fired around in, and is now basically propping himself up on the wall here with you, Tally. So he's like, he barely exerted himself, and he's catching his breath, and so he was not answering because he doesn't look in the best shape.
Okay. So Rion, we didn't even know you were here. First of all, and second of all, are you hit? Are you hurt?
Well, things got a bit more exciting than we were expecting back when y'all left the wheel. It looks like the rumors of the Sadala ore were more popular than I thought. So based on our information, it looks like other people got information from the pod before the ISB turned, or the wheel security turned it over to me. So not long after you guys left, my offices were raided again, and I was caught in crossfire, which is what gave me this lovely blaster wound here. And he points to the it looks like he's recently been treated. Like he's not still actively wounded. It looks like he's been treated but still recovering. And so he says, I came here to hide out, get treatment, and wait on you all to arrive. And you're just going to have to forgive my multiple deceptions. It's secrets within secrets, I know. But it's certainly a useful way to conduct a business such as mine, especially considering that I don't know who knows what about the Sila and Al-Or, and I was not expecting the Yayar clan to be so aggressive.
Okay. Well, did your man what all we know? What we found out?
You cut out a little bit there.
Ooh, sorry. Can you hear me okay now?
Yeah, just a word in the middle dropped, and I don't know what you said.
I can't remember his name. I know it started with an N, but
Norta.
we told him. Yeah, we told him everything we knew, and I wasn't sure if he reported back to you or if you're still in the dark on what we found.
Yeah, I saw your report from Norda. If there's
Okay.
anything else that y'all didn't tell him that you need to tell me, we can take a moment for that once we're sure that the fighting's done here. But other than that, I cannot at this moment clearly put how impressed I am into words. I was not expecting y'all to find the ship, let alone come back with survivors. So you will be
Yes.
paid. You will be paid the sums that we agreed upon, plus the bonuses for bringing Kurtala, her tech, and Captain Harsal back.
Yeah,
Bonus.
speaking of them, we should probably go check on them to see if they're okay. Do you know where they're located or where everybody's at?
Last information I had was that they were all in the Katala, Harsal, and most of the survivors were still in the showroom.
Cool. Well, we should probably make our way over there then.
Okay. Given the next couple of minutes, his guards will have cleared the hallway and report back to him that they didn't find anyone. They'll poke through a couple of the rooms. The Twi'lek that was hiding, she'll come out, and it's a civilian, for lack of a better word, not an armed combatant. There's also a Bothan hiding in the bathroom that never came into play. Not important where they go, but people start kind of getting bodies out of the way in the hallway and closing off doors and recovering from the fight that was had. So y'all are going to the showroom?
Yeah.
Also casually glancing to see if anyone had any grenades equipped on the bodies in the area.
The Yayar guys did not have any grenades. They do have various. All of them had light blaster pistols.
No wonder they lost the fight.
True. There were 2 that had heavy blaster pistols, and there's a couple of vibro knives scattered among the crowd. If you want a full weapons gear,
if it doesn't go boom, I don't want it.
Okay. But yeah, so y'all can make your way to the showroom, and in there, once you come through the airlock, it's clear that a fight had broken out in here as well, but there were only a couple of Yayar clan, 2 to 3 looks like it, and so Harsal, Kratala, and most of the crowd of your survivors, with probably 3 to 4 Isotech folks, are basically barricaded up in here, and there's a couple of dead Yayar guys on the floor. What do you do?
We're just meeting up with everybody, basically.
Yeah. So they clearly just had a fight as well. They looks like they didn't take any massive casualties from it. With it would.
Sorry,
I was just gonna grab my pointing from the fact that there were survivors and stuff in this hallway. It's clear that the Yayar folks that came into the showroom would have came in from the end, and there would have been the big group of good guys in between them and their reinforcements that were back in the back of the ship. So, there was more good guys than bad guys in that particular fight, so they ended it pretty quickly.
Well,
gotcha.
Seems like they're awesome.
I mean, Harsal and Kratala are kind of badasses in terms of things. But it's about this time when one of those mandatory story point thing kind of happens, because the intercom comes over, or not intercom, Riom's comm link lights up, and you recognize Norda's voice, and Norda says, Riom, looks like we're going to have more trouble. There's the scanners in the lakes are detecting TIE fighter patrols in the area. It's going to be, and then it cuts out for a little bit, and it comes back in and says, before they peg our location, not sure what tipped them off, but, and then more static, and then it comes back and is fighting with the Yayar clan, and Riom's going to visibly, he doesn't audibly sigh, but he visibly is like, great, one more fucking thing. And so he grabs his comm link and he says, got it, Norda. Maybe our friends here can help. And then Norda says, great, because we're going to need all the help we can get. Looks like Scrap Heap Point's pretty much done for. A lot of damage in the Bantha can. Our escape plan took some hits in the last battle, and any of those people got any engineering or technician background, they can definitely, well, you know. Sending damage report to your data pad now, sir.
I can help fix stuff.
Cool.
Riom's gonna pull out his data pad and he's kind of scrolling through stuff. He winces a little bit, and he's gonna turn to Halfheart. Did you say I can help fix stuff in person or out of character?
Wolfheart said it in character.
Sorry, text is way too tiny at this Zoom level. Also, I've been doing a lot of Magic the Gathering flavor text reading, so fucking goblin Ib Halfheart. Okay, Riom's gonna say, well, I've got one more secret for you, and that's that our little wrecked Corvette here is not as wrecked as she leads on to be.
What?
Little red
It's-
Corvette.
Yeah. The thing's operational. Well, it should be. We never exactly have had a chance to test our repairs to it, but it looks like we're going to. It's all or nothing at this point. So this patrol is just the beginning of the Imperial presence here. Norda told me that y'all got a little heat coming in, so they were already on edge, and then the big fight with the IR clan is clearly going to draw some attention. So we need emergency repairs done on this thing before we can launch it. If you're up for it, I know you got your own transport to worry about, so you'll need to get that out of here. But I'm not willing to leave this ship behind, so help me out and I'll make it worth your while.
How well are you going to make it worth their while?
That is a great question that's not listed on this page. So we're going to freeball it a little bit and say, in addition to the credits I've already promised you, as well as the obligation with the Pike Syndicate that I agreed to sort of buy off of them, I will give you an additional 20,000 credits if you're willing to hang out and help, and
Whoa.
put in more word with the Pikes.
She said, whoa, because that's way too low. Make it 30 and we'll consider it.
You want to make a negotiation check? Let me go get Riom's sheet.
Guys, I'm not the best negotiator.
That's
Yeah,
funny.
but you're the one that said it.
This is just my check against his, right?
Yeah, I gotta go find out what his is, though. I wanted to make sure he didn't have one of those weird...
Well, here, I'll go ahead and roll for you, and then you won't have to roll for him. Oh,
Okay.
I did get a success.
Okay. Upgrade
Nice.
difficulty of charm, coercion, and deception. So what's the... We're negotiating, right? Let's see what it says here. Roll 2 boost die.
Two boost. Not
Okay.
much.
So he's in a tight spot, but he's nobody's fool, which is sweet because that's actually the name of one of the talents he's got. Based on, he's going to tell you, based on the the damages and the fact that I'm losing my base here, and we're gonna have to move to a much more mobile sort of operation here soon, I'm gonna need all the liquid assets that I can get. So I cannot promise you additional credits. I'm gonna leave it at our understood deal.
You know what? You make a valid point. I completely agree. We'll do it for 10.
We will not do it for 10.
He
But-
needs the money.
No. We'll do it for 20. You can take a step back now, little bud.
I'm just role playing my
Wow.
negotiation skill.
He's gonna say no.
It's 20.
So he's basically saying, I'm gonna need all the liquid assets I can get. So no more credits than what we agreed upon, even with the bonuses for having found Captain Harsal and Kratala. That's the most I can do fund wise. However, not only will we have the cybernetic stuff in the near future that Miss Kratala will be working with us, we do have lots of tech and other stuff on hand. So I may not be able to give you credits, but we can come to an agreement at a later point about armor, equipment, weaponry, perhaps starship upgrades, and so I can make it worth your while, just not in credit funds.
All right, so give us 50,000 worth of coupons, and you can keep the credits.
Keep all of the credits.
Keep the 20,000
Right.
bonus, and then just give us 50K in coupons.
Right. The GM talking. All of the credits he promised you at the beginning of the mission, that's one pile that we're not talking about. You're talking about all of the credits you're demanding from him right now to help with this thing. Keep all of the credits and do this work for in-store GameStop credits.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a gift card.
All right, fine. Let me get a list of what we need done, and you all can set about doing it. And we'll see what your help is worth. And I have a lot of like data to read off to you, so I'm not going to do it in character because it's just a fuckload of data.
And I elbow Tally and say, "That's how you negotiate."
Yeah, really great job there.
So here's what I got for
Art
you.
of the deal.
Right. The ship cannot launch until at least one of the sublight engines is repaired and the main repulsor power lift is restored. So those have to be done. And then there's a whole bunch of optional repairs. So if somebody wants to like take notes here, this would be great so that y'all can decide what you want to set out to do.
Can we cannibalize anything from the Night Flyer since I doubt we're taking it with us?
We'll come back around to that. Let's give you what you need to fix, and then once y'all decide what you're gonna work on, you can scavenge in the junkyard, you can steal off the Night Flyer and stuff like that. But let's look at the list here.
All right. So what's the list of repairs then?
The first one is the distribution bay corridor is blocked, which is the main corridor into the. So half of this hallway is open, but the other half is blocked with debris. Not super important, but all it takes is athletics checks and a couple of minutes to clear shit up. So
Steven,
not
are
super
you doing
important.
notes?
Yeah, I'm doing notes.
Okay.
So debris in the hallway, athletics check, and like 5 minutes. Distribution bay door is malfunctioning. So the front door of the main cargo area, the door is damaged. I'm gonna give you the info now. Obviously, you would have to investigate it further. But the door is damaged, and you can either try to repair it, or you can just basically weld it shut. It's not super important, but if that door is not fixed, then you would need to seal that room off when the vessel goes into vacuum. So not a must-have because you can lock this area off, but if you don't fix it, everything in the showroom is in vacuum. The next thing he's going to tell you is there's explosive charges. Explosive charges all along the top of the ship that actually blow the scrap heap off the top of it as you're taking off to allow it to take off. This is not mandatory but highly suggested thing of repairs. So there's some of the charges aren't radioing back, and somebody needs to climb up there and make sure that they're all on, all working, and will all go when the button is pressed. The next one is there's a power coupling that's failing back in the engine room, and that's going to help with your engine repairs. And then there's a hole breached near the forward port airlock. That's going to take, somebody's going to need to put some plates over the top of it and weld them into place to ensure that there's not a hole breach when you go into vacuum. And then you got two more like mandatory ones, which are your main repulsor lift repair and your sublight engine relight. And then two other minor things is there's a medical emergency, healing wounded Isotech members and survivors. And then
Wait, I'm sorry, what was the sublight one?
Fixing the sublight engines that it's going to take you to get up into space. You don't know what it takes yet. You just know an engine's damaged until you go back and actually investigate.
And
I'll give
then
you the
healing
details.
Isotech employees.
Healing Isotech, and then the last one is navigation sensor array realignment. Not mandatory, but will make piloting and astrogation checks easier.
Whoa, that's a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
Again,
this
not
is
all
a
of
lot
it's
more than we thought about, guys. Maybe we should just take the money and run. We
This
don't
is
need
a
coupons.
lot, like,
Take the money and run.
He said that this ship was ready to take off. I don't know about that. I think he bought a lemon.
I mean, his dad bought it, and it was actually crashed
Yeah.
and destroyed. So, considering the fact that it was not flying anywhere, and now it can very much fly, it would just not do good in a vacuum.
We still have to fix up the night flyer too, guys.
Out of character, Seal, is this supposed to be something that takes us, like, we go through each individual thing and, like, repair, but we only have really one mechanic right now, right?
This is a everyone
Or
can
is
do what they want kind of thing, and y'all can all like, team huddle. Everyone put their hands in, and you can go. The Zamira, you're not great at mechanics and computers, so why don't you start clearing the debris from the hallway since you have great athletics, and then see if any of that debris can be used as metal plates to cover the hole that we're going to need to weld over. Pippi Longstockings, you're great at explosives. Why don't you climb up there and deal with the charges? Sam, you're great with computers. Why don't you get in there and fix the navigation array? Kodo, why don't you get back there and try to help on the engines? Like, y'all can split up like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we
Have
split
a
up and we
training
start doing
montage.
stuff. I mean, yeah, exactly. Do you want us to do, like, some checks, or do you want us to just, like, say we're doing these things?
Yep, there's going to be checks, but I need to know who's doing what, and I'll tell you what checks you need.
Okay. Steven,
So
where'd you
again,
put
there's
that
like
list of stuff?
Well, go ahead and look at player notes, and it's at the ship repairs towards the bottom.
Okay.
Okay. Remember,
I'll
there's
start
like,
working on the mandatory stuff then.
yeah, there's
like
like
the
3
repulsor
mandatories:
lift and
fixing
stuff,
the hull, fixing the engine, and fixing the repulsor lift. All of the other stuff is just going to make the final jump better, basically.
All right, so I'll start with the repulsor lift, and then I'll do sublight engines.
Okay. So again, we're gonna gloss over for the sake of time because we've got about 45 minutes left. There's a bunch of isotech guys, a bunch of the survivors from the Sun on the Ore, and everyone's kind of scattering and helping how they can because this ship is now their ticket out of here. The power to the main repulsor lifts that aid in launch and landing is at just below the bare minimum needed to get this thing through the junk. Even with full power, it's not going to be a fast takeoff. Power can be rerouted from the command center in 5 minutes with a hard computers check, or you can physically reroute using cabling and stuff from the engineering bay. It's going to take 10 minutes, and it's an average mechanics check.
I'm doing mechanics then.
Okay.
Average is 2, right?
Average is 2. Let's not forget about destiny points that we totally forgot about in that big combat.
Oh dang! Can we use destiny points just to have it be done?
No, but it would upgrade your dice.
Okay.
So it would turn all your greens into yellows, or add more greens if you were at all yellows. Okay, so no triumphs.
It is a success, though.
Yep. Nope. I'm just going through. So add, based on your advantages, put a note somewhere, Steven, to remind me that the piloting check that they're making to get off here is going to have 1 boost die on it. And it's going to take you about 10 minutes to do that. So you're busy for about the next 10 minutes rewiring cablings and stuff from the engineering bay into the repulsor lift. What are other people doing?
Getting them engines going, yeah?
Okay.
Yeah, I can do piloting checks, and that's about all I'm good for right now.
I mean, no harm in helping
Pretty much
out.
anyone should be able to weld.
Yeah, I mean, I can help or add whatever you need.
Okay. Is anyone heading to the engines?
Yes.
Okay. So remember, this is the ship from the beginning of episode 4. It's got that big bank of engines on the back, so there are 11 sublight engines. But poking around in engineering back here, it looks like only 3 of them are currently online. You're going to need at least 4 of them online to get this fucker into space. But that's not going to be... you as a pilot know that means that that's bare minimum, right? This would get into space, but you're not exactly going to outrun any Imperials that come chasing you. And you're going to... So you can do it, but it would be kind of dicey while you waited on astrogation data to make the jump to hyperspace. Let's see here. 3 of the engines are totally wrecked, but each 15 minutes that you spend in here, you can work on an engine. It's going to be hard mechanics checks for each engine that you work on. You're going to add boost to each check, though, because there's some isotech guys in here working with you.
Wait, what? Sorry.
You
Get a
can
boost from the isotech
Oh, okay.
helping.
It's a hard mechanics check, 3 purple, and it's time depends on the outcome of your roll.
Would I be able to work on this one too?
So 3 purple.
10 minutes and then go over there?
Yes. 3 purples, Rick, but add a boost.
But add a boost, okay. Oh.
Oh.
Oh no.
Okay. So
I mean, if you look at mine and his, we succeeded.
Right, but he's going to spend 15 minutes really fucking up an engine before you finish rerouting the power and walk in to be like, what in the Sam hell are you doing?
God fucking hell, Kodo.
Right? So we're making a timeline here. For the first 15 minutes, Corey Wolfheart is going to be working on the repulsor lift, and after that 15 minutes, he comes into the engine to find Kodo really fucking up one of them, and it's going to take you 5 minutes to fix what he just did before your successful attempt comes into play. So
all right, just don't touch anything else. All right, don't touch anything. Go stand in a corner and don't touch anything.
Okay.
So that's going to put us at the 20-minute mark. Let's find out what Tally and Zamira are doing.
Oh, I thought they were watching.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have athletics. I could be encouraging to other people that are working. Or I could try to be getting the stuff online for. Here, let me look at the list again, because I don't.
There's some computer checks to get the navigation sensors going.
I
There's
don't have computers.
I mean, you do got destiny points. There's medicine checks to be healing some of the people wounded. There's mechanics checks. There's more computers and some athletics. There's an easy computer check if you want to
Sure.
work on the power coupling. It's only going to take a couple of minutes. There's an easy computer check or an average mechanics check to find the bad pieces of the power coupling, basically, and start working to replace it with either spare or adjacent wiring.
Yay.
Yay! Takes 10 minutes on a successful check. So make a perception check for me. It is average 2 purple. And it's a wash. Okay, so for about the next 10 to 15 minutes, you're going to be tinkering around in here, and you've identified the problem. You and the crew that are in here working, I'm going to need to get a mechanics check, an average mechanics check. I will give you a boost to it if you want to make the roll. I won't tell you how good they are at mechanics unless you have a conversation with them.
So you want me to do? Sorry, go ahead.
I'm leaving it up to you. You have identified the problem with your computers and your perception check rolls. You can attempt to fix it yourself, having a boost since you have the parts and everything here, or you can step back and say, "Hey, I'm not good with this. Why don't y'all fix it?" But you don't know how good the Isotech guys are at mechanics.
Okay, I'll take a whack at it then. Is it still 2 purple?
It is 2 purple, and you have a boost because of the. Yeah, there you go.
Ew.
Well, sort of, yeah.
Yeah, it's fine. We're just going to use the threat to add additional time. You're not going to fuck anything up because you didn't fail. And that leaves us with Zamira. What are you working on, hon?
I don't really know what's happening because I can't really hear you guys, so I'll do whatever.
Let's have Zamira clear debris and start working on that hull breach. Give me a hard athletics check. Okay.
Nice.
Sorry, I'm reading. Do you want to try to weld this whole breach, Zamira, or do you want the Isotech people to work on it? They will tell you that their best welders were killed in the attack, but they do have an astromech here that can help a little bit, but he can't do it alone because of the amount of damage. So a humanoid needs to help.
What is welding? Is it
It's
mechanics?
mechanics.
I mean, I can try.
Okay. You have the guys here helping you, so they can help hold the plates up and stuff like that. It's going to be a hard check, but you have 2 boost because of the people helping you and the astromech that's working on the other side. Okay. Minimum repair time is 10 minutes. With the threats, we're going to bump it up to 15. But you do repair the forward hull damage. So that puts us at about a solid 15-20 minutes on everyone. So let's go back to that engine repair crew.
That's Kodo and I, right?
Yeah, so you made a check already that's going to fix an engine starting at right now. So Steven, you have a successful check passing the 20-minute mark to fully repair one of the engines, putting us at 4 engines. You have Kodo and a bunch of Isotech people in here who were really fucking up when you walked in. Do you want to spend the time to show them what to do, or do you want them to just be out of the way, or do you want them to try their luck at more engines?
So I fixed one and there's 4 more.
You fixed one, meaning that there are 4 online. Out of the 11 total, 3 are totally dead, died in the original crash. Not going to get fixed, which brings us down to 8. So there are 4 currently that need fixing. Let me read this section again. It takes a minimum of 4 to get you out of the junk pile. But if there's TIE fighters or anything else, you're going to be moving as slow as possible. So every other engine you repair past the one you just fixed is going to help the ship evade the patrols.
How much time do we actually have before we need to take off?
You don't actually know.
All right, well then I guess I'll try to show them how to fix the rest. Like as I fix another one.
Okay.
Like, all right, Kodo, you connect this wire to this wire, and then this wire to this wire. Now take a picture on your phone so you know where to connect it.
Okay.
That kind
I
of
mean,
thing.
that sounds easy enough.
Yeah.
Let's add 10 minutes for training, but we'll allow a boost on the Kodo Isotech crew while you set to work on engine number 5. They can set to work on engines 6 and 7.
And that's a hard difficulty again, right?
That is a hard mechanics. 3 purple mechanics.
And am
Kodo,
I
feel
doing this
free
roll
to use
too,
a
or-
destiny.
You.
Ooh, I needed a destiny apparently.
Yep. Yes, Kodo, you and some guys are beating on another engine, and you are making a hard mechanics check.
Ha-ha!
Aha! All of that training. Okay.
Really paid off. You're a good teacher.
So you
Yeah, I just can't do it twice.
Yeah, you spend 10 minutes training, which puts us at the half-hour mark. You spend the next 10 minutes of attempting to fix an engine, Stephen, and failing, and then there's a minimum of 5-minute cooldown between failed checks.
It had a
so-
broken carburetor. I can't fix that.
So we were at the half-hour mark. Call it 15 minutes in the future to call for Kodo to fix his engine and for Steven to fail on one and have the cooldown, which puts us at 5 working engines. And y'all are at the 45-minute mark on the repairs. From here, I would like to remind you that somebody needs to do the explosive charges on the top of the ship. That's the last mandatory thing. Everything else is nicety.
Well, I guess I'll leave them to keep working on the engines while I go do that.
Sure. I'm gonna make some rolls for Sam real quick because y'all totally have Sam. Okay, so in the first 15 minutes, Sam would have fixed the navigation sensor array. Sorry, I'm going as fast as I can.
No worries.
He does not get the turbo laser fixed though. He wastes a bunch of time fucking with it and then gives up and figures he's gonna work on things more about getting the ship flying and less about shooting. So he's gonna work on that front door and try to fix that front door into the showroom. Instead of welding it shut, he's going to try to keep it operational. And he's going to use a point. If that's okay with y'all.
Go for it.
Yeah. Well,
It did not upgrade the dice though. I wonder why. I'm going to roll 1 yellow just to roll. Okay, yeah. So the triumph was a success. I replaced the second green dice with the yellow it should have been. Takes 10 minutes for him to fix the front door. Meaning at the point that Corey Wolfhart heads upstairs to start working on demolition charges, Sam will arrive in the engine bay to help Kodo. And we've just been raided in Twitch chat by Matty Morgan's channel because Matty is awesome and he brought 8 people to bombard us as right as Steven heads to play with some high explosives.
it's a good time to show up.
Yep, let me get you the info on them explosives. The junk above the Corvette has been rigged with a ring of charges that are set to be detonated as the Corvette launches. The charges blow holes in the junk, perforating it to the point that the ship can push through on its own. The command center has detected problems with 2 of the charges. One has slipped out of position, and the other one seems to be malfunctioning, but they don't know what the problem is. It's just not communicating back. One charge is directly above the bow, and the second one is above the engines. The one that is not communicating is above the engines. The one that's out of position is above the bow.
It sounds like they both just need a good kick.
Yep. Both's going to require someone to use the upper escape hatch, get up on top of the ship, make a hard athletics check to climb up into the junk pile and reach the charge. It's going to be a 5-minute climb. And then, so let's go ahead and get that athletics check. Are you climbing do you want to head to the engines first or to the bow?
Well, I'm not going to be able to make it with a hard athletics check. I got short, stubby arms.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm
you
going to
can
flip a
take
light
it.
side point to
Okay.
make it
You want me to
average.
throw you?
That would help. It really would.
Beat me to it. I was going to ask the same thing.
Still
But
not
you're
very
probably
helpful.
better at throwing.
I You can like literally get on my back and I'll carry you.
Well, I fell, apparently. I couldn't make the climb.
You
Can I
didn't
like
fall.
pick them up? And...
I need you to make an average coordination check now.
Not much better.
Hey.
Oh, I got 4 there. Yeah.
Okay, so you slip and you're able to actually correct yourself so that you don't cut yourself on jagged metal from this scrap pile. So you do end up kind of back where you started. And then Zamira, you're climbing up there to kind of help him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need a piggyback ride.
Yeah. Give me a hard athletics check. Okay. That's a thing.
I try.
Wolfheart, give me a easy athletics check with a boost, as she's clearly slowed down from helping you.
Hey.
Okay. So what Zamira, what you feel should only have been like a 5-minute climb ends up taking you guys about 10 to 15 minutes.
I'm a lot heavier than I look, despite only being 3 foot tall. I'm very dense.
He's a stocky guy. You can see where the charge is supposed to be mounted. The stuff that it was mounted on before, like the epoxy and stuff, is still there, but it's kind of slid down over the edge of the bow of the ship. So somebody needs to make an average coordination check to kind of like hang down there, slide a little bit, and grab it, and then pull it back up where it needs to go.
All right, hold my toes.
Ooh.
Ooh, you did the thing.
Woohoo.
You're very coordinated.
Okay, so Zamira's totally got Wolfheart by the feet and dangling him over the front of this ship.
A little to the left.
I kind of want there to be a scene where Sam is in there working on the sensor array, and all of a sudden Wolfheart's like on the windshield. That's just me. But so you grab the charge and you are able to pull him back up, Zamira, and with about 2 minutes of work, you can get it fixed back in place, based on the fact that you have all the gear from the Cheeky Minot. I'm going to say you have either epoxy or cabling or something to just put it where it needs to be. Y'all don't need more athletic checks to climb down, but the path that's going to get you back to the back engines, I do need a average coordination check from both of you.
And that's to get to the second explosive?
Yeah, so y'all can duck back into the ship, go through the top floor of the ship, and come out. But it's tight back there near where the engines are. But you both make it. So you find the charge, you flip it around, and you tinker with it to find out that it is in fact not communicating, and it's going to need a hard mechanics check to basically just power cycle it.
To turn it off and on again?
Yep, turn it off and on again.
Nope.
So you power cycle it, it rotates all the way around, and comes back on, and it's still not communicating.
I punch it.
Roll a D100. Okay, that's not bad. Do you want to try to power cycle it again? Or do you want to try to take it apart and mess with the guts?
I always reboot 3 times before I actually take it apart.
Okay. Give me a hard mechanics check with a single setback. all of the winnings.
There we go.
Nice.
That's more like it.
Okay. You successfully get it communicating, and Norda calls back to you that both the charges are set and ready to go, and y'all can get back down into the ship. And that's going to bring us at a timeline point where I'm going to need Kodo and Sam's rolls on the engines.
Same deal?
Yeah, same roll as previous.
Aww.
Aww. Subright relight was 3 and a boost. Come on, Sammy boy. Wow.
Oof.
So
Did you guys not learn anything while I was back there?
apparently. Okay. We have 5 working engines at this point, right?
Yes.
Okay. So at the top of the hour, you are at the hull has been fixed, the door has been fixed, the navigation array is up, the charges are in place, 5 engines are on, the repulsor lift is going, Tally fixed the power coupling. So everything else is totally stuff that can be taken care of in space. It is up to y'all whether you want to launch now with 5 working engines or stay here hidden under the pile hoping that the Imperials don't show up and trying to fix the 3 final engines. But it is up to y'all, and what y'all decide to do will determine where the next session starts off.
I would say we just keep trying to fix the engines.
Yeah, that sounds good to me too.
And remember, you can hit the button at any point, so y'all can start working on the engines. It takes 15 minutes an engine. You just had a failure though, so it's going to take 5 minutes to recycle that engine.
Well, let's hit the button then. Let's get going.
Okay, I was going to say, if the Imperials show up, you can very much launch the ship. You don't have to sit here and wait until all the engines are repaired if you pick repair option. But if y'all say it's good, high five.
I mean,
Cool.
Let's be real. It's not our ship. So
True. Casual reminder.
I'm fine with it, guys. How about you?
Y'all are not going to be on this ship, so y'all can collect your rewards from Riom. He will pay you out in credits, and y'all can get back on the Minoc and the Night Flyer if you're feeling squirrely.
Might just be Kodo on the Night Flyer.
But other than that, if y'all want to press the button and launch, we can do that.
You guys good?
Yeah, I think we're
I'm good.
All right.
To the Minoc.
Okay.
Well,
What you got,
yeah.
Tally?
nothing. I don't know.
Oh, come on, let's hear it.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Um,
Launching the Corvette requires an average 2 red piloting check plus setbacks and boost granted by repair efforts. Success blows the junk out of the way and the ship takes off with trails of scrap tailing behind it. Okay, let me go make a piloting check for the guy that's going to be flying this bad boy. Character sheets, those are a thing. Also, I have to do math and flip through all the pages to find out what y'all fixed. You fixed the repulsor lift. That is 1 boost. You fixed those engines. That fixes the ship's speed. Okay. I don't know the rules on this, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm going to use the destiny point for the guy flying this ship, and y'all can't stop me. Like a light side point.
I'm okay with it.
2 successes and 1 advantage. Okay. So here's the scene. You guys go running back to the Cheeky Minnock. Is anyone taking the Night Flyer?
Kodo, are you taking the Night Flyer?
We might have to leave that behind.
Yeah, I feel like it's best to leave it if we feel like we're going to be in some sort of pursuit. I know it's hanging on by a thread, and yeah, I'll just leave it.
I mean, it's a spaceship, but one good hit from a TIE fighter and you dead, so you know where it's at?
Can always come back later.
Now that you've said that, all of y'all get in the Cheeky Minnock and y'all take off because you are aware that there's about to be a huge explosion in this junk pile. So you are taking off. You don't immediately see any TIE fighters, but anyone that's looking back towards Scrap Heap Point, you will see the giant explosion as the Corvette cranks and begins pulling out of the junk pile, and all of the chargers start going off, flinging debris everywhere. The entire ship rumbles. An explosive charge detonate in a sequence around the Corvette. Sublight engines ignite and surge it forward, sending a turbulent hum through the Corvette, and a horrendous cacophony of metal on metal envelops the blockade bandit as debris scrapes the hull, and it moves through, shaking free the scraps that tumble and crash against the ship. Despite the wail of damage control alarms, flashing warning indicators, and every other control panel, the ship does get airborne, and Riom is communicating with y'all, which is why you hear all of this crap in the background. As the ship continues to rise, there's junk that hangs off the vessel and remains piled on the upper side of the hull, and the slightest change in pitch sends small bits of debris raining off the ship. So every time the ship kind of turns and adjusts, stuff is falling off of whichever side is down. And y'all are breaking atmosphere about the time that the TIE fighters are going to come into view, and that's where we're going to stop tonight's session. I will let you know that you're going to need about 5 rounds of this thing traveling at speed 2 before it breaks the gravity well and can engage hyperdrive. I will look back through the data and find out what its current speed restrictions are based on number of engines. But the Corvette needs to survive for 5 rounds before punching. Do you guys want to play that out in a session next week, or do y'all want to kind of hand wave the end of the campaign here?
I mean, if we're not flying the Corvette, what do you guys think?
You have been paid. However, your coupons are totally reliant on GameStop existing. But y'all can definitely punch hyperdrive. The Imperials are not going to catch up to you.
I am all sorts of down for some space piloting and combat.
Okay. I'm down to play next week. I'm making sure that y'all are still wanting to continue, because we're at a good stopping point if we want to kind of close this out. So is everyone...
I'll leave it up to you all. That's fine.
Is everyone good to play next week?
Yes.
We are
I
good,
should
right,
be
Leah?
fine. I should be fine. I have
Oh, you have your
doctor
appointment.
I have an injection. So hopefully I will be feeling up
Is
to it.
there a day that you would prefer besides Thursday to play next week?
I don't think so. There's not really
Okay.
one that works better. It might be abbreviated too, huh? If we're just playing that out.
It would be a shorter session.
Mhm.
With that said, it would be a shorter session, but we can just plan on next week, and then between my busy schedule to come and the fact that there's supposed to be a launch tomorrow, but we're guessing based on winds that it's not going, and there's still that Delta 4 that refuses to take off, who may try next week. I don't know how next week's going to look.
Okay.
So I might be too busy launching real spaceships into space to play pretend spaceships. And if things get hectic, we can always just kind of hand wave the end of the campaign and wrap stuff up. But let's plan on a 5-round TIE Fighter fight next week at 7 on Thursday.
Okay.
Copy that.
Sounds good.
Note that. Remind me to go verify how much y'all were promised at the front of the campaign, but note that you've been paid for.
I believe
all
it
of
was
your
around
things.
200,000 each. That sound about right, guys?
Okay,
It was
everyone
million
gets
credits total, split 5 ways.
Yeah,
right?
everyone gets 200,000 pesos.
Can I trade it in for 400,000 coupons?
I got some XP for you as well. Let me see what I have given you already. Now might be the chance, if you have like a piloting character, to spend some XP for the piloting space fight to come.
Woohoo.
Hint,
Did
hint,
that last
nudge,
time, it
nudge.
didn't work. I fumbled every single roll I did that one time after I put a bunch into my piloting.
Get 5 XP for hanging out in Scrap Heap Point and talking with Norda. Get 5, we'll call it 10 for the combat. 5 for fixing the blockade bandit. So that should have been 5, a 10, and a 5 for a total of 20 more XPs. And I will log that onto the sheet now so that y'all can look. And we'll count.
I already know what I want to get.
Sure, we'll say that you can spend your XP now instead of waiting on any kind of rest.
Getting tricky target. Count
Sweet.
vehicle or starship piloted as having a
Woohoo.
silhouette 1 lower when being attacked.
Oh man.
Look at you.
Now y'all get to fight over who's flying. But that about wraps it up. Anyone have questions, comments, concerns while I'm still here on voice?
I'm good.
I'm good too.
Okay.
I
I'm
gotta
good.
Hit the hay.
Yeah.
It has been a long day, so I'm going to do that as well. But if you have any questions, hit me up on Discord and I will poke through the book. Especially if you want to. Remember, there was a time where you could have bought stuff. Not that it's super important, but you could have bought stuff from Isotech. They do have some interesting stuff, but at this point there would not have been time for things like starship upgrades. But if nothing else, health packs and other incidentals could be purchased.
Okay,
Just a couple of cybernetic things around there that may or may not actually be useful in this fight, but with it being a spaceship fight, probably not super important to y'all.
Okay.
Night,
Sounds good.
guys.
Good night, everyone.
Night. Thanks
Have
for a fun
fun, y'all.
session. Bye.
Feel
Can't wait till
better.
next week.
Thanks.
We're going to space. Outer space.